Growing up is crazy, guys.
So this is for New York Times.
So I was making lunch and I remembered when I was 13 something, 13 I guess. And there was this boy I really liked. He lived, I think he still lives on the condo in front of me. I live on condo 5 and there was condo 6. And he was part of the like cool people, cool crew. And as I was in condo 5, I was not part of this group. Like my condo 5 friends, they were like playing around and playing hide and seek, and we were silly and we just hang out. Everyone from condo 6 were not like that. They were cool. They used to go to parties and kiss each other and do this and do that, and there was gossip. And did you know somebody stole her boyfriend, or you know what I mean? They were cool.
Can we not make this about me? All right. Look, Nick needs some more.
And everybody for condo 5, including me, we wanted to be part of that. But it was very separated. Then one time, for a while, my grandma moved in. She used to live in another city, so she decided to come to spend more time with us. And guess for which condo she moved in? Yes, condo 6. So every single day after school, I used to arrive and go to her house. So I started to spend more time on condo 6. So there, with the cool kids. I became one of the girls. When I say became, is because they were the girls that the guys wanted. They were super cool. They were pretty, and they had these clothes and had these stories and had these lives, and you know what I mean? And I was the opposite of that. They were different from everything from everyone I've ever talked with or hang out. But I was super excited and I was happy to be part of their crew. And I wanted to be one of the girls, and I wanted to be validated.
This kid that I raised, who I thought I knew inside and out, and I wonder who he is.
And as I said it, I became part of the girls group, but there was also the boys group. And I found this interesting because they were divided by that. And every single one of the girls group liked the boy from the boys group, and the boys group liked the girl from the girls. It wasn't like that at my condo, at condo 5. So I wasn't familiar with that. And it was strange to me because here at condo 5, we were just all friends. And we were 15, 14. We didn't care about kissing. We wanted to watch Barbie and stuff like that. My crush at 13 was Troy Bolton, for real. And to be honest, nowadays, I look back and I realize that my childhood being that way was way happier, and I enjoyed it way more than being worried about what will I be dressing or what I was looking, and if the boy liked me. But when I started to hang out with the kids there, my dynamic changed. And as I said it, everyone from the girls group liked a boy from the boys group. And there were two main boys. One that was tall, kind of the alpha, a bit introverted, but is still cute. And there was the other one that was a bad boy, a bit. And I liked the bad boy. Do not judge, was the vibe at the time. He was super cute, and he would like be this, oh my god, and when he used to take off his shirt, and I would be like, oh my god. And there were moments when he acknowledged my existence or touched my arm, talked to me, or initiated a conversation where I would go delusional and crazy. And in my mind, I was sure that we were going to be together one day, and it made total sense. But there was this girl. She lived in my condo, precisely in my building. We grew up together. I knew her since I was like 6, 9, I don't remember. But I used to go to her house to play, and she had the coolest house. Her room was pink. She had this like life-size doll. She had a playroom. The apartments at the both condos, they are not big, they are small. So for her parents to reserve a room just for her to play is crazy. And she was pretty. Everyone at school liked her. She was the type of kid who knew to say no. You know what I mean? If her parents would ask something, she was like, no, I don't want to. If I did that to my parents, I was cooked. So she was everything. She was a blueprint. But she moved out, and I kind of forgot about her. She was a shadow in the back of my mind, but she was gone. And then when we were 15, she came back. And she was still the coolest. She was the one the boys liked. She was everything. I remember at the time when she came back and I was part of the cool girls, I thought, now I'm like her. She would be surprised because on our dynamic, she used to always be the person who would tell me what to do, and she would be the main character. For example, if we were playing Cinderella, she would be Cinderella and I would be one of the elder sisters. Nowadays it's funny to talk about that because nowadays I have the perspective that we were just children, but it is interesting. I just found it interesting. And I was like, no, I'm also a Cinderella now. Like, she will see. But when she arrived, she wasn't even close to the crew from Condo 6, but she became so quick and she didn't even need it to move there. She just engaged. And when we had conversations, the dynamics and the talking revolved all around her. And it didn't matter if I became part of the group or if I was cool too now, because she was the coolest. And even the people that I found cool before, they were revolving in talking around her, including this boy. Nossa, que estádio feio. And I remember in a specific day that for long I used to think about him and really like him as I said it. And there was his moments, but I always thought that he did anything because he didn't do anything, because he was waiting for a moment, or because he was too shy to, or because I was different from the girls he used to hook up with. I was special. So he wasn't ready. But at the minute this girl arrived, he started to treat her different. He started to give her attention I never received. And on this specific day, we were all talking at a table, and everyone started to leave the table. And at a certain moment, they were like, "Let's go, Maria." And I was like, "To do what?" And he's like, "Just let's go." And it only lasted 2 people on the table. You guys know who. And I was like, wait, when I realized, wait, I've been here for so much long. I've tried to be someone I was not, to fit in, to please people, to be part of something, to please him. And I've tried so hard, and I've masqueraded who I was to fit in. And I've gained nothing. Like these people, they're not my real friends. They do not really like me. This boy that I liked so much, he doesn't even care about me. He's just nice to me. But at the minute she arrives, everything changes. Like I've worked so hard and I barely got anything. But she is a natural. She just arrived and he's already looking at her the way he never looked at me. So I just went home and I cried the whole night. And then I remember that I screamed and that I used to scream to my mom, like, why is he talking to her like that? Why is he treating her like that? Why is he not treating me like that? And why her? Why always her? And it makes me emotional. I do not talk with these people anymore. I feel like I grew up from this mentality. I do not like him anymore. I do not care about him anymore. I'm happy with who I am and where I am right now. But I remember so vividly that feeling that kind of still hurts in the back of my mind, you know. But growing up is crazy, guys.